Good morning and Happy New Year from the Nevada desert. I am here in Fallon, Nevada. Story how I got here. God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. Although it took me a minute to see that, so I grabbed this load out of Pennsylvania going to a mine in Battle Mountain, Nevada, which that's probably a couple hundred miles from here, I guess. Paid super good, so thought I had it all planned out. They had, there's plenty of backhauls over here. They don't pay super good, but I was going to turn and burn it, so I dropped the hammer. And it wasn't until about halfway out here, I don't know, somebody's talking on the CB or something, I don't know what turned the light bulb on for me, but I was like, yeah, I'll deliver Thursday, pick something up Friday, and start booking back, start eastbound and down, you know what I mean, over the weekend, head back home. Well, everybody pretty much is closed on Fridays for the New Year's Eve holiday. Worse than that, one of the pipe places that I was going to try to grab a load at, they had to leave at noon on Thursday. I was going to be, with the timing at the mine and everything, it was going to be Thursday, 2 o'clock before I could get there. Wouldn't wait. You got to be kidding me, man. You need a 3.5 day weekend to light off fireworks. They'd never be able to. Anyways, I'm not going to go there. So at first I was like really ticked. I mean, I was so mad I was about to just deadhead home. I mean, I made enough money on this run. I could have drove the 2,000 miles home, believe it or not, and still been in the black. Of course, I would have not made the killing, but I would have still not lost money and still been able to put a couple grand in the bank, 1,500, but or at least deadhead out of this. If you run a flatbed out west here, especially in Nevada, Arizona, New Mexico, terrible. West Texas, junk. So terrible freight rates. So you got to make good money coming out here, and I was $6 and some change a mile to come out here, so it was worth it. So while I'm feeling bad for myself, thinking I'm freaking going to drive home empty or be stuck out here 3 days. I don't go very far. I'm usually a home on the weekends guy. A run like this is something I would normally do in the summer and take one of the kids with me, go for a road trip, but nonetheless. So I was just sitting there, man, I don't know what to do. Looking for stuff, even loading Monday over in Salt Lake City or within 500 miles. Nothing on the board, nothing on our board really, nothing on the spot market board. So I finally found a load of onions out of Yerington. It's not very good. It's, to me, I booked it through a broker, which I hate to do. Nice enough guy. He was a nice broker, though. Most brokers, I can't stand them. I mean, I could have probably done better if I'd have been patient and just wait till Monday morning, but I like to know where I'm going and what I'm doing. I mean, I don't want to sit around till Monday and nothing pop up and not know where I should go. And at the time I was in Battle Mountain, stinking Nevada, with nothing out there. I mean, nothing. The oldest rundownest Flying J you ever seen. So I was like, God, I'm going to sit here for 3 days on a whim, not knowing which direction, right or left, to go. Nothing to do. I mean, the place was a dive. I want to take a shower in there. So found that load. It's in Yerington, which is over here south of, I'm in Fallon, but it's kind of south of here, south of Sparks. Kind of. Look at a map, you'll see. So I booked that load, and I'm like, gosh dang it, man. 3 days. I'm going to be stuck out here 3 stinking days. But then the Lord let me turn the light on for me. Sometimes you got to hit me with a hammer, He had this plan before I ever left. I just didn't know it. So some great things have come into play that, the light came on. I said, hey, I can do this. This stuff I could normally never do. So the first thing I did is I went to Winnemucca to the Loves, got cleaned up. And then the next morning, my cousin lives in Golconda, which is even less of a nothing town out there. He's a miner. And this is a cousin I grew up with. I was closest to him growing up as a kid. And love him to death, man. We don't get to see each other very often. And he's only 54 years old, but he has really bad diabetes. He has MS. He got malaria from mining in Africa, so that gets him from time to time. I mean, he's one of the toughest dudes that ever walked the planet, but every time I see the guy, it's like this could be the last time I see him. So I cherish every minute I get to spend with him. So he came and picked me up at the truck stop, and we went back to Golconda, which is nothing. And his wife works there at a bar or something to get her out of the house. It's like a bar, and they cook food there. She made us breakfast. It was a good time. I got to see him, so I got to see him, spend the day with him. So then I decided, well, next I went to Fernley, Nevada, which is kind of out of the way down here to Fallon. But the truck, if you ever go to a mine, it's a mud bath, man. That they charged me $90 extra environmental fee to get the mud off the truck. Then the truck and trailer wash. It was like $160 by the time I got out of there, but I couldn't stand it. I mean, I kind of have OCD. I keep things clean. It's just how I am. And I mean, I was going to get filthy dirty again on my next load, just getting in the side boxes to get my gear out. So made enough money. I don't mind. I paid that. Get the truck. I mean, it still ain't perfectly clean. I mean, the Streak and Beacon, I'm not a big fan of them anyways, but they blew the dirt off, and you can at least see the wheels and stuff now. So we're good to go. I need about 100 miles of rain and then another truck wash to get her back to pretty much normal. Then I came down here to Fallon, because in Fallon I have a good friend. I've never met him. We've talked a lot on the, kind of tell you a short story how I met him, which is a great reason I get to come down here. A guy named George. When I first started trucking 30 years ago, I wasn't very smart, but I was smart enough to go out of my way to make friends with this guy. And he's kind of an ornery old sucker, really. But he mentored me. He kind of took me under his wing and showed me a lot of things I would have taken me years and years and years to learn. So we worked at the same company 35 years ago. He's, like I said, he's in his 80s now. No one even knows how he's alive other than he's just tough, ornery old dude. So I'm going to get to see him, and how I'm going to get to see him is through radio and ham radio, which is another one of my weird hobbies. I talked to a guy, his name is Doug, and he's a truck driver as well. In fact, I'm parked right next to his tanker. He leaves his truck here when he's home in Fallon. And we friended each other on Facebook, and his wife said, hey, he's just texting me, he's headed to Harbor Freight, then they're coming to get me. Cool. His wife seen me and goes, hey, how do you know him? And he's like, oh crap, what is this, an ex, you know? His wife is George's daughter. So I've never met the daughter, and I've never met Doug. I'll get to meet him today, but we become friends. We talk on the phone 2-3 times a week. Anyways, and we're gonna go have breakfast. He's gonna take me over to see George. So I'm very excited about that. I'm sure more likely than not, unless he lives as long as Betty White, who passed away yesterday, this will probably be the last time I get to see him, and I haven't seen him in 20 years. So God is good. I'm really excited about that. So even though I'm really kind of bummed I'm away from my family, this is not my normal thing. I'm usually a home weekend guy. I don't be out on the road for a week or two at a time. That's not my thing. So I'm going to be out about a week and a half now on this deal. But anyway, so I get to go see him. I get to meet the daughter and the husband, go to breakfast. It's good. It's good. God is good. And if that wasn't enough, here in Fallon, some high school friends of mine, Amy and Jupiter, or Jupiter and Amy, which way should I put that? I don't know. Folk, kind of a weird name, Jupiter. His parents were hippies, I guess. I don't know. He's been an owner-operator. We both started driving about the same time. We go way back into the late 80s, early 90s. We started driving. And I went to high school, and I remember when he worked for his company called Cascadia. They had white cab overs. I worked for Mountain People's Warehouse, which is a natural food hippie distributorship, and they had red cab overs. I mean, we go back to the cab over days. Anyways, he's been an owner-operator for several years, and as you guys follow my videos, I retired after 20-something years at UPS and decided to jump into the owner-operator game. I kind of got in it a little bit way back in the day. We'll talk about that someday, but and they've been a big influence, encouragement, and a wealth of information for me to reach out to for questions. I mean, I've been in this a long time. I pretty much knew how to do it, and I could, but they helped, man. I mean, don't ever think you know everything. So when I started, I reached out to everybody, got some good information, some bad. videos, reading, whatever. And now this is what I'm trying to do, pass it on here to you guys, this and other trucking topics, to help you guys out, if you don't know something or whatever, or just sit there and laugh at me. So anyways, they live here in Fallon, so we're going to get to have dinner at some point this weekend here. It's just Saturday, so either tonight or tomorrow I will get to have dinner with them. I did see them a couple years ago. They were passing through Spokane, Washington, and I got to run over. He was buying a step deck from a trailer place up there. Got to see him just for a few minutes. That's the first time I'd seen him in 20-something years. And then over the last year and a half, when I decided I wanted to hang it up at UPS and a lot of other things fell into play. Maybe I'll tell you that story someday. They've been, especially Amy, man, I ask, hey, what about this, and she'll go, oh yeah, because she does the books and everything for Jupe, and if she doesn't know, she's got a hold of Jupiter. He's not a big Facebook guy or whatever, so I just message her and she goes, yeah, he said this, that, whatever. So they've been a great help. I can't wait to see them, take them out to dinner. They don't know this yet. Maybe I better not say what it is, because I think Amy sometimes watches the videos, but I didn't know I was going to be here. I just sent them a present. My wife just mailed it, and I could have brought it here myself. I'm here before the mail got it here. So anyways, if you're watching, I'm not telling you what it is. You'll see it probably a couple days, next week here sometime. So anyways, guys, I'm going to get rolling, because he's going to go to Harbor Freight. I just seen a text, and then they're going to come over and pick me up, and we're going to go to brunch. George is too old and not the greatest health, so we can't take him out. I guess he doesn't eat out. So after that, he still lives by himself. He refuses to go to a home or anything like that, and he's just one of those guys, like, he says, well, when I can't take care of myself, I will just don't wave. They must have just drove by. Hey, I didn't see you. It says I'm just going to take my pistol and ride my little scooter until the battery dead, and then that'll be my final resting place for the coyotes. You laugh, he'll probably do it. His daughter wants to get his guns away, but he ain't having no part of it. So anyways, we're going to go see him after breakfast. So, all right, y'all. Hope you had a great holidays. And since I'm stuck in a truck shop, I'm hoping to get 3 or 4 videos done that I've been meaning to get to. We'll see how it goes. Believe it or not, I'm blessed to be laid over in a place that I got lots of friends and lots of things I can go do. So, all right, y'all. We'll catch you later. God bless you. Bye now.